Hello student, today in this session we will understand the projectile motion of electron in uniform electric field. As I told in previous session, read and understand the projectile motion of a mass under the gravity. So that the same method we are using and the equations we are using here. This is the only thing today we will understand, that is an electron is projected perpendicular to uniform electric field acting vertically upwards. Show that his trajectory is parabola. Here electron is projected perpendicular to uniform electric field. The uniform electric field is here, it is acting vertically upward. If an electron is projected perpendicular to direction of electric field, this is the direction of electric field, and perpendicular to it an electron of charge m and mass m, charge E and mass m, is projected with initial velocity u. The moment charge enters, electron enters uniform electric field, it starts experiencing the Coulombic force, which is independent of both magnitude and direction of initial velocity u. And the force, Coulombic force experienced by the negative charge electron, is opposite to electric intensity. In this case it is going to be downward, the force. And here the main important thing everyone must understand, the force is going to be acting electron anywhere in here. There is only one force is acting, that is a electrostatic force. Here we have to assume that gravitational force is going to be 0, or it is a gravity free space. We have to assume this is unless and until they mentioned the gravity free space. Hence there is no acceleration due to gravitational force. The whatever the force is experienced only due to this electrostatic force. This force everywhere it's acting only downward. Here only this, hence it has acceleration only downward, no horizontal acceleration. The horizontal acceleration is going to be 0. Then only it has a vertical component of acceleration, and everywhere it is a uniform, and because the force is uniform, constant acceleration acting downward. Now they are asking, if this is a situation, show that when it is start moving in a space of electric field, gravity free electric field, then the trajectory is a parabola. They are asking. To show that it is a parabola, it is a purely mathematical approach, because the parabola, as we know that, if in any coordinate system x and y, variation of x and y is going to be at any coordinate, this is a xy. If it's a trajectory, is to show that the relation between x and y decides the, we are going to say is going to be parabola, hyperbola, rectangular hyperbola, or a straight line. That is the relation of x and y coordinate when they start moving. Means here in this case the variables are moving. That which is the variable? That is the distance traveled by this electron mass in this electric field. It varies the vertical distance, as if it is moving downward, vertically downward it will move. Simultaneously it covers the horizontal distance. At that time y and x both are going to be varies. Whereas in the horizontal cases, when the trajectory is a straight line, it moves only along the straight line. Now it's a two-dimensional motion. In this case, how to decide is a parabola? This is purely a mathematical approach, is the x and y relation. We know that the variation of x and y coordinate is going to be, y is directly proportional to x, is a straight line, and y is inversely proportional to x, it is a rectangular hyperbola, and y is proportional to x square, then it is a parabola. This is what you have to show, that in this our case it is going to be parabola. That is y variation of y is directly proportional to the square of the x coordinate, and inversely proportional to, if frequently come across this also, it is a hyperbola. But we have to show that in this case y is proportional to x square. Means if it is travels, then the variation of x and y, how to find out? That is, we have to split the x coordinate variables and y coordinate variables, and to resolve it is our vertical and horizontal components. That is x axis. That is, I will take, say, very simple x axis. Along x axis the variation, and y axis. Along x axis, first I will take the initial velocity. The initial velocity along x axis is going to be u, that is at t is equal to 0. At the time instant, once it enters, I will consider that t is equal to 0. At the same instant, initial velocity along y is going to be 0 at same time, because t is going to be same for either the motion on the horizontal and vertical component. And acceleration. What is the acceleration along x axis? Along x axis, horizontal acceleration is 0, means along ax is going to be 0 always. This is going to be 0, and it has a only vertical component ay, that is acting vertically downward. This is going to be acceleration. This is going to be a. This is going to be, as we know, E by m, force per unit mass. Then I have to find after time t. After time t, it start moving because the force is there. I given the initial velocity, it start moving. If it's at rest, it start coming in the downward only on a straight line. But because I given the initial velocity, it start moving. And if it is start moving, we have to show that how the relation between, see, when it is moving, it is if it's a straight line, it is covers the horizontal distance, but it is not only straight line, because vertically it is going to be experience the force vertically down. Therefore, horizontal as well as vertical distance it is covers. I will consider first x axis after time t seconds. Then what is the x axis? What is the distance traveled after time t? After time t, the distance traveled, I will take s is equal to ut plus half at square. This is along x axis. I will take ux, the variables ux and ax. These are variables. That t is independent of any axis. Sx, what is sx? The distance traveled after time t. I will take, let it be, distance is going to be x. Then it is going to be x is equal to uxt. What is the ux? U, and after time t, t, and 1 by 2 ax t square is going to be 0. This is going to be, this implies t is equal to ax by u. It's a very important relation, as you derive the same thing in PUC1, projectile motion. And after time t, same time t second, after time same, there's a whatever the t here, the same time if I'm going to take here, then what is the distance traveled? This is a s is equal to ut plus half at square. The same thing for that. Then this is only along sy, uy t plus half ay will variable along this. We'll check. Therefore, ay, this is sy is going to, I will take vertically, it's going to be y. Ui is going to be ui. What is the ui? Along the initial velocity at time t is going to be 0 plus half ay. Ay is, it has this ey m t square. T is, yes, therefore, yes, I'll take this here. Y is equal to 1 by 2 e t square by m is the y. Therefore, I'll substitute this t from the x. This t and this t both are same because the same instant of time. Therefore, y is equal to, I will make this is 1 by 2 e by m t square, that is a x square by u square. Now these are the two equations. This is a y is equal to this. I will write this is y is equal to E. For a given electric intensity, E is fixed with the time. I am telling about the with the time. E will not going to change with the time. 2 is a constant. M will not change with the time. U will not going to change that as the initial velocity. At the time t is equal to 0 is fixed. With the time only x square will varies. Means this is a remains constant with the time. Therefore, y is proportional to x square. Y is proportional to x square. This is what the mathematical approach. This is the relation how the y and x varies. This means the trajectory of this one it is projected. It is going to be comes like this. And once it comes out of the electric field, it is tangentially comes out. It is comes out tangentially. This is what the velocity it is comes out. Hence, y is proportional to x squared is proved. Therefore, an electron projected perpendicular to uniform electric field acting vertically downward, field acting upward, show that its trajectory is a parabola.